Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. I have a confession to make. I was going through and I was just going to go into our tech tree here. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is now unlocked that I did not record. And the reason I didn't record it was I really just needed to grab some thorium and I would be able to unlock a whole bunch of this stuff. So we have a new reconstructor. We have this vault. I did unlock a couple of these things like the tsunami and the fuse, and there's still a whole bunch of stuff I don't know about. But I did that because I don't have another way to go with this stuff. It says I need to research the swarmer here and a spore press, but I don't know where the spore press is or what world I need to do to get it to it. So I was just going through and I was like, hey, I have some thorium. I can go through and just unlock stuff. In the process of doing that, World 210, which is right next to Fungal Pass for me, got attacked, and I lost it. This was actually an enemy base if you go back a couple episodes ago. This was an enemy base, and they came back, and oh my, did they come back. So I'm going to go back in here because there's Overgrowth, which is, this is an enemy base, this one, and it looks like Overgrowth is probably going to be another enemy base. But when I go back in here, I'm just going to pause it because you can see I just finished this up. I'm recording this way after I normally would, but you can see that I have titanium walls with some of these, what are these things called? I forget. The shock mines, okay. Then I have a whole bunch of lancers. Some of them are water-cooled. I have a whole bunch of ripples with pyrite, some battery stuff, and then there's layers upon layers of defenses here. We have a whole bunch of hails back here that are all being fed by pyrite. I think there's some hails up here, maybe not. There's these guys here, which I think were in the last one. But going down here, you can see that this is all very different. There used to be some different stuff here, especially this area down here. This is where I had my airship factory for my horizons. I don't have horizons anymore because, one, there's no enemy base to bomb, and two, the flares are more useful for what we were doing there. Looking through some of this other stuff, you can see there's just remnants of some of the things that I was trying to do. And over here, this is all completely cleared out. This used to be a hot mess of stuff here and here. Now it's a lot simpler. And I also have these guys, these A-tracks, which I have not done before. I'm pretty excited about it. But those are kind of going to be my last line of defense if everything else failed. And I did also put in some waves throughout. Basically anywhere there was coal, I put some waves to just try to stem the bleeding if we got attacked. And yeah, then we also have some stuff going on. I don't remember what this is for exactly. Oh, it's to make the pyrite so that we have stuff for our attacks there. So I did that. Going back out into our planet map, we still have another sector under attack. Sector 40 is under attack, but I don't have any named sectors here. So I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get the spore press. I want to unlock the spore press, but I don't know, one, where it's at, and two, how to unlock it. I'm assuming I'm going to need more thorium. Before I do that, we're definitely going to need to get our Sector 40 here. We have Naval Fortress coming up. If we take a look at this one here, this is pretty much where we left it. I did actually also add some to this one as well because it was previously under attack and I wanted to save a little bit of it. So if we take a look here, I added a whole bunch of hails along the top here. No, they don't all have ammo, but most of them do. I added a new area of our scatters here because what was happening was they're sending their own horizons over and just destroying this area and getting that all messed up. This area suffers from a whole lot or a giant lack of coal, and you can see that we got bombed by some horizons over here as well. So we've been dealing with some stuff, and I apologize for not recording it. I just didn't think that, like, hey, I was just going to go grab some stuff and hopefully come in next episode and be able to ready and roll, but that was not the case. We were not ready to go up and roll out with everything. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I'm not producing. I want Rizzos. Okay, go ahead and do your thing because we're definitely down on those guys. And their ships also have been getting a little bit bigger. Oh, I also did this area up here. A whole bunch of hails. We have a whole bunch of scatters because they're coming across this way and destroying this area. You can see them. Here they come. I don't know what those are exactly, but we're getting lit up there. they all crash and die, and then that flare doesn't really make it all that far. So we have a guardian apparently coming. I don't know what to do. This is just... This one does not feel real safe to me right now. You can see those hails are doing one heck of a job on those units. We can attack them with all of our stuff, and they get knocked out, and then we have... Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. Okay. So you even see I had what I needed to have there, and it still didn't work out so well for us. So we'll put in some more of our waves to help with the water stuff there. And I am very much shooting from the hip right now. I've had a plan of just kind of like doing a sector and then go to a name section, do a name sector, and do a numbered one, and just kind of go back and forth between them. Unfortunately, that has not been the case where it's been a successful tactic for me here recently. So I'm a little bummed out by that because I want to do better, but I can't. And especially on this sector where we don't have a lot of options with stuff, especially like back in this area. Like, what am I going to do? I have... Okay, so I can throw a whole bunch of these guys in there if I wanted to. Can't throw anything. I can throw those, I guess. But I'm very, very lost right now in this game because I don't know how to get that spore, whatever it's called, and I don't think I have a lot of hope of getting one right now. And while I'm trying to get one in my other areas, I keep getting absolutely destroyed in my current one. So it's not a great situation for us here. Let's see. We got our next wave coming up here in just a moment. So we're going to send our... See? Oh, it's a guardian. Oh my goodness. We're so in trouble here. Look at this thing. What is that? I didn't even get a chance to... I have a feeling it's going to be a really short episode because that guardian is not getting destroyed by enough here. Oh, we're toast. We are absolutely 100% toast at this point. So let's see what we can do to try to salvage some of this. We can put in a couple of these guys. They're not going to do anything. We'll try. Here he comes. Look at him, he's just wrecking. I'm well aware our core is under attack. There we go, we lost our core. We lost our lives. We have lost that sector. So, awesome. Look at him, he's in the background still destroying stuff. Awesome. Okay, so we lost Sector 40. Great. Feeling real positive about the state of our being right now. Where is our thorium? So I want to go back to coastline for right now. And just try to gather up some thorium and hopefully outlast what's going on here. But while we're kind of doing this and seeing what's going on, I need help. So what am I to do here? I do not have... Where is the spore thing? So where is it at? It's somewhere over here. I don't remember. Let me just start unlocking stuff that I have. So I have that. I have this vault taken care of. And I'm just slowly moving through the top lines here, just making sure I'm not missing anything. We have our core nucleus over here, which we still need more thorium for. Oh, no, we don't. We can do... Oh, yes, we do. Okay, we need to do that. The core nucleus, which I don't know. The core of the base. Extremely well armored. Stores massive amounts of resources. That would have been useful in the last section. Looking through the rest of this stuff here... I unlocked all of this stuff over here. It doesn't look like there's anything else in these areas. So we have this guy here, and if we move on down, we have this one. And then we need to get to that spore thing, wherever that's at. I keep going to liquid containers because they look kind of like it, but they're not it. So I just don't know where it's at. And I'm very, very lost about what to do here. So cultivator, that is in the drilling area. I think a cultivator, what is the cultivator? So we have an oil extractor as well. Don't know what that does. Well, I can guess what it does. It uses large amounts of power and sand and water to produce drill for oil. So, great. And I can do it anywhere? Oh, okay, that's interesting. If we take a look here, it just requires either ice, I guess, sand, or water, and it will produce. The input is sand and water, and it produces oil. I don't know what I can do with oil, but it's cool to have that. All right, and what does that cost? So it costs thorium as well, which is kind of a bummer. And we have the cultivator. So where is the cultivator at on here? Okay, there it is. So that one, I'm just trying to go through the locked areas and see if there's any hints on what we need to do. So this one, we need the nuclear production complex. So this one here says we need to capture impact 0078. So I'm assuming that's sector 0078, which might be something that we're going to look at here. Because going through all of the stuff that we have here, we have a whole bunch of new resources that we're not sure about. Although I'm sure one of them's oil, so maybe I might build an oil thing just to unlock that resource. We have 2 more here that we don't know about. This one we need the swarmer. Don't know what that is. This one we need a spore press, which we have not done. Question mark, question mark. We can unlock that one here. We just need a whole lot of stuff. We get to get, and all of these guys here are based off that one. Okay. So let's, what do we need for the oil thing? What does it require? It requires sand and water. Okay, we can do that pretty easily. And it said I thought I could do it in water. Is it like deep sea water? Like is it? No, I don't know where we can do that from. Okay, but we need to do it in sand. So let's go through here, and we're just gonna put that like let's say right there. And it's a liquid, so we should be able to put a liquid tank to kind of store all of its stuff. Maybe. Okay. The other things that needed was sand. Which is easy to provide. And then we need water as well, which is also not a problem for us, luckily. So, do a nice big rotary pump. We're going to smack that right out there. We'll get that one going right there. And we're going to have another one. So we have new content unlocked, which is oil. We'll see if that actually does anything for us or if it's just cuz. And our oil tank is slowly filling up to do something. I don't know what we can do with that. So let's go over here to our research and see if that unlocks anything. We have oil here now, which also unlocks something else. We have something that we can get out of coal, it looks like. But it does not appear that anything else has been unlocked with that. So we're going to keep going. We need 563 for the core nucleus. We're 99% there. And then we need a ton of thorium for that last reconstructor here. Unfortunately for this world, we don't, thorium's really far away. And we're doing our best here to gather some of it, but it's a lot. We have our cool thorium reactor. And overall, we're producing tons of power. I also took away the silicone here because we're already producing more than what we need. this would just be getting destroyed, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, we're kind of in a waiting game here. I forgot how much I built up in this area. This is kind of a fun little spot. There's a lot of air defense, a lot of just overall defensive measures taken here. And yeah, I'm still kind of bummed about that sector. I believe it was sector 40. If my brain's on fire in all cylinders right now. But that was kind of a bummer that it just went out that quick. Oh, we can also, even though we're maxed out on our stuff, we can still help our friend out. This belt's not full enough yet, so let's get that fuller. There we go. You can see there's a very slight difference in the spacing. It's ever slightly so much more. And I want to know why this is getting crushed. I'm assuming this is like tar sands. I just don't know what the point of this is for right now. Oh, and somebody was also commenting like that these were not ways to output stuff. So let me take a look at that, because I saw that comment and it confused me greatly. It stores large amounts of liquid, outputs to all sides. Similar to a liquid router. So maybe I just misread that comment, but it seems to me like you can put stuff into it and then you can also output from wherever it is. I might have misread that or done something wrong, but I think that's where it's supposed to be set up. So we have enough thorium now to unlock our core nucleus. I'm going to go out of here and go back to our research, and doesn't look like it changed anything. And we still have a ton to do for this. It says 66% complete, but we still need 22,000 thorium. So I'm going to explore the planets a little bit here while we're looking around, seeing if any new sectors have popped up that are named that are not locked. I don't think that's the case. I think everything is set, but I just can't tell. So we know nuclear production complex is one of the things that we need to get to unlock some stuff. Overgrowth has been a consistent problem. You can see this is still vulnerable because of overgrowth, but I don't have a way of attacking that one. Our naval fortress, unfortunately, we lost sector 40 there. And we have these, which for some reason these are all threats of low, even though they just brought the house with the guardian that just wrecked us to town. So I have lots of questions right now, and I have very little answers. I just want to know where the spore press is. Because if we find that, we should be in much better shape. So we have an item of spore press. We need spores. I don't know what that is. Okay. And I mean, for the most part, most of our other stuff hasn't really changed here at all. The only new thing that we have in our drilling is the oil extractor, which I don't know what that does for us. I believe we can load up a wave with the oil, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and we can do something where they are tarred for 2 seconds. I don't know what that does to them. You can see our tsunami here is fires. Oh, this one we can use stuff with. So it fires streams of liquid at enemies and extinguishes fires when supplied with water. So what I think one of the things you do here is you kind of you supply ridiculous like liquids like oil to something, and then you put slag on it, or you have a hail that fires pyrite and then it lights the stuff on fire is my guess of what you can do with that. The fuse, what does that take? That takes titanium, and it fires 3 close range blasts. You can see its range is actually not that great, but when it has a chance to fire, it really goes to town. So there's that. But this is going to be kind of a waiting game. We're almost at 1,000, so that's great, but we're going to wait for far longer to do the other things. So I'm at a loss here as far as what to do. Am I missing something very obvious here, Or is this what we really need to have to unlock the spore? What is it that we need? The spore. Let me go back here. Spore press. Where is the spore press? I don't understand where the spore press is at. I don't know what a spore press is, what it does, anything along those lines. So I'm just going to double check to make sure I have not missed something obvious with any of this stuff. The core nucleus. Oh man, that thing's enormous. Look at that thing. Don't have enough thorium for it, but wow. Alright, so those of you kind folks who have made it this far and enjoy watching these videos, or just want to help a poor soul who's suffering and not understanding what to do in this game, can you tell me what I need to do here to be able to go through and get the spore press? If it's a world I need to unlock, like we do know, what was it, 78 that we needed? Now I'm losing my brain. Yeah, 0078. So let's go just find that in the world. I also don't understand how these things are numbered at all. And if we even have access to 78. There's 77. But again, without knowing how these are labeled, 77, I mean, we could do that one and go through some other spots, but let's just take a look here. Is there a way to look up sectors? Oh, there is. 78. None found. Awesome. Are those just named sectors, or does it find anything? Because here's 75. Where is 78 at? Alright, I feel like we're going to be on a quest for 78 for a while here, so I'm not going to keep you because I want to make sure that right now I'm going to just kind of play but not comment and not shoot the video here, where we're just kind of going through and getting this next reconstructor. So we have our additive, we're going to the next level of reconstructor, and that should unlock all of this stuff, and hopefully it will unlock something else that we can do something with, because I don't know where the spore one is at and what it means and what it does, and I know nothing about it. So this was a terrible episode. I apologize. We lost a sector. I showed you stuff I didn't make a video of because I didn't think I'd have to. My plan was to do what I'm doing now, where just gathering up resources and kind of trying to get the tech going, which is not super interesting, but as we can see, when you get under attack by a massive guardian, it's a problem. So either we need to find sector 78, I think that's what that crash site means, and kind of move forward from there, or we need to unlock the next reconstructor and hope and pray that it does something for us. If you know what to do, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it, but I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you later.